Did you know the flowers we casually give away used to carry secret messages, often more powerful than words? For centuries, flowers weren't just pretty ornaments, they were a secret language, a hidden code used to whisper desires, declare love, or even deliver a stinging rejection. Imagine a time when saying exactly what you felt wasn't always allowed. Instead, people turned to petals and stems, weaving complex messages into simple bouquets. We're about to uncover this fascinating, forgotten language, called Floriography, and reveal the surprisingly deep meanings behind the blossoms you see every day. Get ready to have your mind blown, because after this, you'll never look at a rose the same way again. Back in the Victorian era, expressing feelings openly was a big no-no. Etiquette was king, especially for young lovers. This strict social code gave birth to an ingenious solution, the language of flowers. Floriography became a sophisticated way to communicate. A carefully chosen bouquet, the way it was held, or even the hand it was given with, could convey everything from "I adore you" to "I despair." It was a silent conversation, a secret world of communication that added a whole new layer of drama and intrigue to romance and social life. It allowed people to speak volumes without uttering a single word, leaving behind a legacy of floral mystery. No flower has a deeper connection to love than the rose, but its story is far more intricate than just romance. A red rose, of course, shouts "I love you" with passionate intensity. It's the ultimate declaration. But switch that to a yellow rose, and suddenly you're talking about jealousy, though it could also mean friendship later on. A white rose, pure and untouched, historically meant innocence or new beginnings, often seen at weddings. Even in old paintings and poems, artists used specific rose colors to tell a hidden part of their story, a nod to this unspoken language that everyone understood. Lilies, with their grand, elegant blooms, also hold a duality of meaning. The majestic white lily is a symbol of purity, often associated with the Virgin Mary, and frequently seen at funerals to represent the departed's restored innocence. But don't be fooled by its serene appearance. The vibrant orange lily, for example, represents passion, pride, and even hatred, a fiery contrast to its calmer cousins. This stark difference in meaning, based purely on color, highlights just how nuanced the language of flowers could be, carrying deep cultural weight in both joy and sorrow. The poppy is a flower of profound and often heartbreaking symbolism. The bright red poppy, particularly in countries like Canada and the UK, is an enduring symbol of remembrance, especially for fallen soldiers of World War I. Its vibrant color stands for the bloodshed, and its delicate petals echo the fragile nature of life. But historically, particularly with the opium poppy, it carried a much darker meaning: sleep, oblivion, and even death. This dual nature, from vivid memory to profound forgetfulness, shows how a single flower can hold such contrasting narratives, deeply rooted in human experience. These small, unassuming flowers often held some of the most intimate messages. The humble violet symbolizes faithfulness and humility. Imagine a lover sending a small posy of violets to assure their devotion. Its cousin, the pansy, gets its name from the French word penser, meaning thought, and thus represents thoughts and remembrance. So, a tiny pansy could be a subtle way of saying, "I'm thinking of you." There's a charming story about Napoleon sending a bouquet of violets to Josephine every year on their anniversary, a constant, silent reminder of his enduring faithfulness, using these modest blooms to speak volumes. Carnations might seem simple, but their meanings are surprisingly complex and rich in sentiment. A red carnation, like a rose, is a symbol of deep admiration and love. A pink carnation, with its softer hue, often represents a mother's undying love, a common gift on Mother's Day. But be careful with striped carnations. These flowers traditionally meant refusal, a polite but firm no, or "I cannot be with you." Imagine someone receiving a striped carnation, realizing the hidden message of rejection. It's a prime example of how specific and detailed the language of flowers could get, where even a stripe could change everything. The next time you see a bouquet, remember its hidden whispers. This ancient language of flowers is still waiting to be read, holding secrets from a bygone era. If you want to uncover more forgotten histories, subscribe for our next deep dive.